We have a $300 billion deficit on our municipal water systems in America, primarily because water is not priced at what the real cost of it is for consumers today. When I was asked the question, do I believe our industry is going to proceed, I said yes, and that I believe is one of the reasons. If you look at China today, China has gray water. They're never going to have landlines in that country. Everybody's on a cell phone. They're not going to have municipal infrastructure for water. In China, the answers for pure water solutions are bottled water and filtration. You know, we happen to be in the filtration business also. We're the largest. We have the largest customer base in the United States for filtration users in our commercial home and office delivery business. We have 70,000 commercial customers who take filtration devices from us in their offices and their plants. So yes, I happen to believe that this is true. We are in the business of selling pure water solutions also, and it's a fact that we have a deficit of $300 billion. We need to start spending on our municipal infrastructure. At the end of the day, I'm pro-water, but when I'm asked, is my business going to improve, I don't see on the horizon the will in our country to fix the municipal systems that we have today. As I said earlier, the bulk of our growth has come from sugar beverages, and we have all the data on that over the last 15 years. Relative to the Born Better advertising campaign, right now we have about a 40% share of the PET bottled water business in North America, but private label, very inexpensively priced, purified drinking water using municipal systems has about a 35% share, growing very rapidly at very low prices. We happen to believe that our spring water products are better. It costs us more money to develop those spring sites. We own 14,000 acres of watershed land in America protecting our 50 sites, and all of that watershed land is held basically in conservancy so that we can protect our spring sites. It's more expensive for us to do that business, and we believe advertising the fact that we believe our spring sources are better is in our best interest. It's not about tap water.
Does that answer your question?
Not satisfactorily, I'm sure.
Youngest question in the audience.
Do you think it's fair for children to have to buy water in schools?
Buy water in school? No, I think it's a much better idea to go to Costco and buy 35 bottles for $3.49, about 10 cents a bottle. And I don't know what you pay for it in school, but you can buy water for 10 cents a bottle just about anywhere today. I wouldn't be buying it in school. We send our kids to school with a bottle every day from home. Of course, the Poland Spring delivery guy brings it to our house, so I don't go to Costco.
I'd like to give the young lady an opportunity for a follow-up question.
But what about kids who can't afford that?
Well, look, you know, tap water is a solution, absolutely. Look, 50% of the people that drink our product drink tap water also. I'm a pro-water guy. At the end of the day, I'd be happy to sell you a bottle of water, but if you want to drink tap water, that's fine with us. I'm not in the business of selling against tap water. I believe people need to be drinking more water. The carbonated soft drink business is still twice the size of our business. And by the way, the idea that this is a marketing scam perpetrated on people, it's a joke. We don't make enough money to do that. We make 50 cents a case on every case of bottled water we sell. And at the end of the day, we're half the size of the soft drink business, and our advertising budget for the entire industry is 10% of what the soft drink industry is. We're bigger than the beer industry, and our advertising budget is about 20% of what the beer industry advertising budget is. Could it just possibly be that people are thinking more healthy and they're drinking more water? Yeah.
Let's see what this young lady has to say. What's your question to me for him?
Absolutely. First of all, I agree that the infrastructure of our country and our communities needs a lot of investment.
And by the way, no stimulus money went for it.
Okay.
How much Nestle's money's going to?
And that I think tap water, drinking water, is too cheap. If it's not paying for itself as far as its upkeep and maintenance. The thing is, let's go back to the original issue of the bottles and recycling. I have been an activist in Connecticut for 20 years and worked alongside of Betty McLaughlin, who was featured in the film talking about some of the issues related.
I've worked with Betty, I know Betty.
Yeah. What I'd like to know is, while I've heard in the industry that we want to try to get back those bottles, there is lots of data that says that if you have multiple streams, some with incentivizing, which is adding money to incentivize for some stream, some of the waste stream, to bring back the bottle in some way. I'd like to know, why did Nestle's spend so much money lobbying against the bottle bill in Connecticut for over 12 years?
Okay. So this is a question that has come up time and time
I
again,
just want to know.
the lobbying against bottle bills by the industry. And I would like to hear.
I think you're referring to the ABA, because I did not lobby for 12 years against the bottle bill. What I did do a year ago was put on Governor Rell's desk a model bill that's modeled after California's redemption value. That bill, the recycling system and the redemption value in California is much cheaper for consumers. It's built all the money from non-redeemed deposits were used to build out the infrastructure for recycling from multiple places to recycle your product, and the redemption rates are 65%. What I consider, these bottle bills are 25, 30 years old. They're very expensive. They work, but it's not right for where we are today. They originally contemplated to reduce litter in our society. I believe we need to take a modern look at recycling in America. Like the California redemption system, I support that. The governor took it to the legislature and they knocked her down with it, because they just were where they wanted to be, and all the money from the expansion program is going to the state general fund. Not a nickel of it is going to improve recycling in Connecticut. So I think what we need to do is invest in programs that will help us build a better infrastructure. I'm not against that, and in fact, I'm actively participating in advancing EPR, extended producer responsibility, because I think that's the way of the future. The government is not going to pay for recycling in America. The only way it's going to get done is if industry comes together. We have everybody in the beverage industry today. I'm on the executive board of the American Beverage Association, and it's not been an easy thing because they don't like me very much, because I've gotten into their soft drink business over the last 15 years. But we finally have everybody at a place where in the American Beverage Association, we are ready for extended producer responsibility. It's probably going to be a penny a container. It'll go into a private fund. The fund will be distributed to all of the recycling organizations in a state like Connecticut, either to the municipalities or to the commercial, the private recyclers, and we'll use the remainder of the money for education. The problem we have right now is that we don't have the P&Gs, the Unilevers, the Crafts, and the Cloroxes in line with us on this. They're still hiding out. Over here. Over there.
Ms. Yolen?
It seems that the two versions, the two movies, contradicted each other in a way that confuses me. When it's claimed that the water inside the bottles which leach certain chemicals are in one film it was safe, and in the other film it was unsafe. So
Well, yeah, let's talk. Well, you got to talk about plastic. There's lots of different types of plastic, and phthalates is a general term. There's two different types of phthalates. The type of phthalate that is in PET plastic bottles that the beverage industry has been using for 30 years, Coke, Pepsi, ourselves. And by the way, if you go look at your Heinz ketchup, it's in a PET container, and your mayonnaise is in a PET container. Just about everything in your refrigerator is in a PET container today. The reason is because it's polyethylene terephthalate. The phthalate in PET is terephthalate. It doesn't leach. As a matter of fact, I have a report from the International Life Sciences Institute that's this thick on PET and the migration. You don't find migration and leaching from PET into the materials that are inside it. Now, on the other side of the coin, polycarbonate plastic, the hard plastics, are made hard by using BPA as an